I'm Johnny Price with the Caleb Group here in Greenville, South Carolina, and this is another of our talking head film analyses, where we are not so much concerned with how good a movie might be, as we are with the ideas that come out of the movie. HANNA is a top-notch adrenaline pumper, starring Saoirse Ronan, Eric Bana, and Cate Blanchett. It is directed by Joe Wright, who has given us excellent adaptations of literary masterpieces Pride and Prejudice and Atonement. And in this action thriller, he has not abandoned his appreciation for great literature, as there are references to the Brothers Grimm scattered throughout the film. But you'll also notice that he has a real appreciation for cinematic distinctives, and aspects of HANNA are reminiscent of La Femme Nikita, The Bourne Identity, Run Lola Run, with a touch of A Clockwork Orange and The Pink Panther mixed in. Now, if you've ever read any of the works of the Brothers Grimm in their original form, you'll remember that they can be quite violent. And yet they are written in such a way so as not to assault the reader with the violence. Likewise, HANNA is extremely violent, and yet it is filmed in such a way, with the most extreme of the violence being off-screen, that the viewer remains unassaulted by it. That, or I've just become completely desensitized and don't even notice those things anymore. Well, be that as it may, when we first meet HANNA, she is 16 years old, living with her father in isolation in a forest in Finland. And her father is training her to be a first-class assassin. And he is providing her not only with the skills to kill, but also with the wit to get away. This is the only world that HANNA has ever known. Her father, however, is an ex-CIA operative, and his plans are that, given when the time is right, to set HANNA loose to hunt down and kill another CIA operative, high-level operative Marissa, who is played by Cate Blanchett, who surely had ice cubes injected into her veins in order to play this role. Then, once she is dead, the plan is for father and daughter to be reunited in Berlin. Well, the time comes, and HANNA, thinking that she has succeeded in her mission, goes off to find her father. But in fact, she has failed. And now Marissa is searching to find and kill both father and daughter. And the game is afoot. The most engaging aspect of the film is watching HANNA, who, coming out of the forest all alone, sees the world for the very first time. Although she has read about and has encyclopedic details memorized about things and places in the world, she now encounters the world. She encounters crowds, communities. She meets a family, hears music, is approached by a boy for a kiss, makes a friend, all for the very first time. At one point, she is completely overwhelmed by all of the technology that is in one shabby single motel room. So that in a really short period of time, her life suddenly has so much more context than it has ever had before. Now, you and I were not created to live in isolation. It is through family and community that we acquire sympathy and empathy for other people. And Hannah's experiences, all of which are in close proximity to each other, and which endanger the lives of those that she has come in contact with, all of these experiences bring about a significant transformation in her. So that when she is finally face to face in a deadly confrontation with the wicked witch Marissa, she tells her, "I don't want to hurt anyone anymore." And she turns her back and begins to walk away. Marissa, however, who has been in community and surrounded by people all of her life, obviously at some point had a transformation of her own, which rid her of empathy and sympathy for anyone. And she is a very dangerous individual. These matters can work both ways. So what happens when Hannah turns her back to this vicious, deadly woman? Well, you'll just have to watch the movie to find out. I'm Johnny Price, and this has been another of our Talking Head film analyses for the Caleb Group.